What's going on with y'all? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Didn't get to see all the games last night, but I saw the Sky and the Aces game, and I seen the Sky. The thing with the Sky is, I mean, they're just young. This was a good test. The Aces, you know, they were doing well early. It was a lot of questionable calls. I don't know if these refs know how to ref a game, because a lot of times they be looking lost. Like, you could be physical, but not to the point where somebody, you know, you got to call it like certain times. Like, you can let them touch them and stuff, like, that's fine. Now, if you blatantly, like, hit somebody like the Indiana Fever were fouling the hell out of Jewel Lloyd, then I'd be like, bet. But it's like they weren't even allowed really to play D like that. Early on, the reason that the Sky was losing was because they were missing easy shots. They were missing bunnies. Angel missed a couple down low. Camilla missed some. You know, as a whole team, they were like 44% in the first half. The second quarter, like, really killed them, especially when the Aces went on that run near the end of the second quarter. That kind of messed them up. I did like the defensive scheme with Kennedy guarding. They had Kennedy on Chelsea. I thought that was good. Her athleticism, her quickness. Angel was on Asia. Camilla was on Stokes. And this was just, they just have to get a lot stronger. They just have to get better. That's it. I mean, they're rookies. The Sky, really, if the Sky was more, if they had a little more, if they would have been a little more disciplined in certain areas, they could have won this game. I mean, this was a game they could win, but they're young. I think, like I said, by mid-season, like, and after the break, I believe the Sky gonna be fine. Their bench, you know, it is what it is. Dana Evans, you know, she's either on or she's not. If she's not, then you just, you know, you let her sit. Teaspoon is just going with the lineup that gets her moving. Angel and Angel's in foul trouble, so they had to throw Izzy in there a lot. And like I said, I like Izzy, but Izzy is not a strong defender. Izzy is more of a specialist. She's very good offensively. She can hit from all three levels, but she missed some bunnies as well. So they were missing a lot. But I credit the Aces defense. You know, Becky got them girls over there playing, man. They, from Asia all the way down to like Kate Martin on the bench, they got them all, you know, under one accord. Angel was effective in certain areas. Like, her defense is good. A lot of times the guards, I don't know if the guards don't understand, like, you gotta box out. A lot of times, like one play where it came down court, Lizzie was running the point. Angel blocked Asia from getting to Camilla, and she was yelling, Miller, go, Miller, go. And Miller scored, and she was like, that's high IQ. To set your teammate up like that. Like, she knew she would be open. Then the pass inside to Angel underneath. Some of the passes were kind of late. The thing with the Sky, it's a lot of timing. It's timing and chemistry. That's the only thing killing the Sky. Defensively, everyone's like, well, their defense got to be better. True, because when Kelsey started going off, that's what just blew the game open. Like, you can't let Kelsey Plum get hot. Like, you got to be in her head all day. You got to be physical. You got to make it tough for her. If you make it tough for her, the more she misses, the more she stays in her head. Jackie Young did a great job running the floor. Soon as, like, the Sky was scored, she's already headed downhill full steam. getting the ball and laying it up for the score. A couple of those plays, they called a foul on her. I didn't think it was a foul. I mean, I just think the refs didn't let them play. It was kind of weak. The refs were being they were being oversensitive. But second half, they got better not calling everything on Angel, because they're like, man, the WNBA had to call them and say, bro, what is y'all doing? Like, why is Angel in foul trouble already? That's what I'm saying. They don't know how to do it. And it's the same with the NBA. They just don't know how to do it. They're going to end up screwing themselves. Now, Teaspoon thing is, now the second half started, I would have brought Camilla back, but I think what Teaspoon is trying to do, she's trying to honestly have Camilla and Angel play together, because she's trying to build that chemistry between them, because that's going to be key down the stretch. So I see why she brought her bench in. I was with Seth. I agree with Seth Sports Talk when she said that she go to her bench kind of early. I understand what she was meaning. She's right. But I think the reason she did that was because Angel was in foul trouble, and she really didn't want to throw Camilla out there like that, because you got to remember, Camilla is still trying to get back into what she got back into. She missed a lot of time. So she's like 4 or 5 games behind everybody. But I say by next week or the week after, they're going to be fine. I think they ought to, I think they need a big man. Breonna Taylor, she's okay, but Breonna Taylor's not very solid to me. She's not solid to me. I would go get a big man, and then I would get a wing defender to help Diamond DeShields and others. Mabry's defense on Jackie Young, you know, it wasn't that bad. You know, she still got cooked, but it wasn't that bad. She at least stayed in front of her, made some good steals. Lizzie made some great steals. So did Angel, stripping the ball. They played the person and the little handoff. They were trying to hand it off. Angel would put her hands in there. Lizzie would put her hands in there. Look, man, I think the Sky going to be fine. The Sky are going to be real fine. They're going to be good. All they got to do is just keep doing what they got to do. Which is to me, play through Kennedy, Angel, and Camilla. Kennedy did her job. She kept them in the game. Like, if it wasn't for Kennedy, this game would have been a blowout. Like, straight up. Asia Wilson, oh my gosh. Man, she might be in my top 5 of all time, bro. Asia is a problem, dog. Like, look, man, she get that ball in that post, is barbecue chicken for real. It's easy work. Easy work. Because you can't stop it. You can't stop it at all. What they said, you can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain, boy. You can't stop it at all. And that's the thing I like about it. Hayes, she was a great pickup from Las Vegas. I was waiting for her to start. I always felt she should have started over Alyssa Clark. She just had to get her legs up under her. Now she's starting. You had Chelsea out there starting with Jackie and Plum. Hayes came off the bench, but I messed that up. She didn't start. She came off the bench because Chelsea was starting with Plum and Jackie. And shout out to Becky Hammond for coming over there to talk with Teaspoon. They were talking together. And, you know, like she said, like, Angel talk trash. Shoot, Caitlin talk a lot of trash. It's like, we got to get away from these narratives that people are trying to make. And it's getting kind of messed up. You know, in this game, it was fun to actually watch a game without any narratives. It was a good game. This was a real good game. You saw the difference between an MVP and a rookie. You saw it. But second half, I thought Angel and Camilla buckled down great. I thought they did their job. What messed up was the supporting cast started to wake up. If they could have kept the supporting cast down, like if they would have kept Kelsey Plum from going off, this team, Chicago, might have had a chance to win. But when Kelsey Plum go off, and then you got Jackie giving her 2 cents, you got Asia dominating, and then you got Chelsea being the point guard she is her. There's nothing he really could do. But the thing I loved about the Sky, they kept fighting. They didn't give up. They kept fighting. Yeah, they were frustrated because of the refs, and that's another thing. Like, they got to learn. Look, sometimes, dog, you ain't going to get the calls you want. You got to grow from it. They stuck together. They still was sticking together, and that's the one thing I loved about it. The Aces, man, I don't see anybody beating the Aces. I think the Aces are going to win the rest of their games before the break. And not only that, I think they're going to win the championship. I don't see anybody beating them in the championship. I really don't. I really don't see. The links are good, but I don't know. Do I think the links could give them a scare? I don't think so. Like, I don't see it. Like, the Aces are a well-oiled machine. And by them adding Hayes, and then you bring Alyssa Clark off the bench, you know. Now, Sydney Colston, I think that's what messed them up. Sydney went to the locker room, like she got hurt, I guess. She went to the locker room, so I think that messed them up because Sydney Colston's the point guard of the second unit. And I think if she would have played, I think they would have gave Chicago even more trouble. Chicago's bench, Dana, she fine as hell, dog. I'm sorry. Dana Evans is fine, dog. Listen, if I seen Dana Evans, I am not going to lie to you. I'm shooting my shot. And if somebody get mad, if people get, hey, man, listen, I'm shooting my shot. I don't care. That's a fine young woman. But she got to play better. Like, I don't know if it's, because I think what Teaspoon is trying to do is make her a point guard. And that's hard to do. Like, if you were a 2-guard and you've played 2-guard most of your career, it's going to be hard for you to transition to being a point guard. Like, that's tough. Like, that's real tough to do. That's like trying to tell Kobe, yo, man, you ain't got to, you can't shoot. You got to just facilitate. Man, Kobe going to look at you stupid. Like, man, get out my face. And that's what Kobe did in the playoff game where they lost the 3-1 lead. That's what he did to Phil Jackson the last game in Game 7. He stopped shooting. He started just passing the ball, playing within the system, doing what Phil wanted, and the media still scrutinized him. Oh, he didn't shoot, and Kenny Smith had to call out the hypocrisy. It's like, man, this dude is damned if you do, damned if you don't. Y'all been complaining the past days that he's taking too many shots. Now, he's taking lesser shots. Y'all, oh, he should have did this. And then you got Charles Barkley like Michael Jordan would have never. It's like, bro, get off of Michael Jordan nutsack. Michael done had games where he was trash. I done seen him. That's what I'm saying. It's like every player has a bad game. But the problem is that you got to understand your personnel. The bench just ain't cutting it right now. Diamond is good as far as defense, but Diamond take way too many threes. She's got to attack the basket. And when they go to that zone, you got to attack that mid-range. You got to get somebody cut into the mid-range or somebody cutting behind the zone because they can't stay in the in the lane that long. Or it's going to be a defense of 3 seconds, which is the dumbest rule ever created. It's like, okay, whatever. But, yeah, that's all you had to do. Now, Angel had a couple shots she should have made. She ended up with 18 and 11. But, you know, she got a lot of work to do. You know, I want her to take more shots. Even if she missed the shot, keep taking that shot. Because what that'll do is, if you start, you're going to start getting confident. And once you start making it, then it's good to go. You need to take that shot. Don't be afraid to take the shot. They giving it to you, take it. You've made it before. You made it a couple times. You know, Camilla, get Camilla going to the mid-range. If the post game ain't working, give it to her at the free throw line, or at the mid-range, or at the bottom of the key. Give it to her, and she could pop that. She could pick and pop. Because Camilla got good touch when she shoots. I've seen her. I've seen her in South Carolina do it. So that's all they got to do, man, and they'll be fine. I don't see nothing wrong. They're young. They're learning, and people got to understand, them and the Fever are not made to win no championship yet. Give them a couple years. I say maybe 2 years. They'll be in the champion. They could be in the next year, but it's gonna be some time, because you got to understand, those 4 teams at the top, only one of them, I think, may break apart. It might be the Connecticut Sun. If they don't win, then I can see that team being broken apart. But the other teams, they're together for the run. The Chicago Sky need to get another point guard to come off the bench. And I think let Dana run the 2. If you let Dana play her 2 position, you'll be good to go. But trying to make her a point, it's going to be tough, because she don't have that. She's second guessing herself a lot, and I don't blame Dana. I understand what Teaspoon trying to do. She's trying to make her something, but some people either got it or they don't. You're going to have to move her to the 2. You might have to have Diamond bring the ball up and keep Diamond from shooting. I would let Diamond run the point and bring the ball up in that, and get everybody involved, and have Dana coming off picks and screens, get the ball and start to score. Because it was some plays Dana should have pulled up from the mid-range, and she just did it. But they'll be fine. Camilla and Angel going to have to get... Camilla definitely got to get stronger. Angel got to get stronger, but Angel's pretty strong. She got to get a little stronger. She just got to work on her post game. She work on her post game some more, and her mid range, she's straight. She don't need a 3 ball. She don't need to go out there. No, you good within the paint. Do your thing there. So that's all they have to do. Asia Wilson dominated. So, but Teaspoon, I think she'll get them right. Chicago's going to be fine. Do I think they can make the playoffs? I still think they can get to the 7th, maybe 6th seed. I really believe so. But the Washington Mystics, they're going to be tough too, because they getting everybody back. And they've been competitive all year. It's just that they just don't close. Because I think the Atlanta Dream is done. They play tonight on Ion, but the Dream are done. I think they'll fall off. And then I could possibly see the Sky moving up along with the Fever. I can see the Mystics. It's gonna be between the Sky, Mystic, and Fever, unless the Sparks turn it around. You know? So we don't even know. But like I said, I mean, the vets did their job. I mean, ain't really much to say. Defensively, can they be better? They can be, but the thing is, like, they were defending in the second half. The problem is their transition defense and then boxing out. That's the Sky problem. If they if they start boxing out and they play better transition defense, they could have won that game. Kelsey Plum got hot, that's when I knew it was done. They weren't going to come back. Because early in the first half, like if Vegas was hitting their threes early, they would have blew Chicago out. Like, simple. Simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, simple. Oh, man. Hold on, y'all. Gotta put y'all down real quick. Gotta do my backup. Man. It's crazy. Right. But yeah, man, that's all it is. So, like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If y'all want to donate to the page, you can Cash App me. It's in the description box, or you can send me something on Zelle. You guys can also super chat. You know? Shout out to oh yeah, if you guys want to do the fantasy football, it's $30. If you win in the fantasy football league, you'll get all the people who participated's money, and you'll get yours back, and you'll get a trophy. So let me know. Cash App me the money if you're down to get in, and I'll send you the link to set up your team. Like I said, guys, let's get started now, because it's going to be August before you know it. And also, if you want to sign up to the Patreon, it's $3 a month. I know I ain't posted since Wednesday, guys, but I'll get you guys. I'll have something for you later. Like I said, the Patreon, I'm going to get y'all every other day or every other 2 days, and then we'll go from there. You know, thank y'all for listening, man. I'm out. Deezy.